The two main ways that we add ventilation to your home is by adding soffit vents and ridge vents. Soffit vent are your intake, and the exhaust vent and the ridge vent are your exhaust vents that take all the hot, moist air out of your home. Let me go over a couple of the key areas where this happens. So in this picture right here, your soffit vents are on the bottom by where your gutters are, and then your ridge vent is on the top of the house, so the cool air comes in here and then exhausts out the top of your roof. So here we kind of have an example of where your soffit is. Now this area is supposed to be open, but in a lot of houses it could be old wood, or actually 9 times out of 10 they could have ventilation. They could have soffit vents retrofitted in there already, but they did not cut spaces in the old wood. Okay, so let me go over a couple of the materials that we use in getting your house properly ventilated. So the first primary one is, if you do not have proper soffit ventilation right here, then we add one of these materials. Now this one right here is called a hidden vent. This is my favorite kind. It comes in many different colors, but it looks solid. Like this one here does not have any ventilation, but this one here in between these grooves has ventilation. You can see it on the back. We have aluminum, which is a little more rigid, that can handle longer spans. And then we have this more economy style that, see all these perforated holes in both of these is what lets the air in. So this goes here on your bottom. Where's my other one that actually fits? This goes underneath your soffit like that. And then the air comes in, and then it's exhausted out your ridge vent, which is up here on the top of your roof. This is the ridge vent, which goes on the peak of your roof. Let me go from this way. So what happens is the air, and this is actually, there's a term for this called the Brunelli effect, where the air comes in these baffles. It goes through the ridge vent, the corrugated ridge vent like that, and it sucks all the hot and moist air out of your home. Okay. So the benefits of getting your ventilation correct are, number one, that you're going to adhere to the manufacturer's rules. So if there's ever a problem with your roof, say, I don't know, there's blistering or there's a defect in the shingles, then if that ever happens, the manufacturer can't come back and say, your roofer didn't put proper ventilation on, so we're not going to cover this warranty issue. Number two, ventilation helps in the summer and in the winter. In the winter, when you're ventilating your roof properly, it keeps your whole house cooler. It can keep your attic area 20 to 40 degrees cooler, which comes down into the house, and it keeps you from your air conditioning running as much. And it actually costs less to less to heat your house than it does to cool your house in the summertime. So it has a financial benefit. And then in the wintertime, when we get the house breathing right and it doesn't get too hot in there, it prevents ice dams. So in the wintertime, you actually want your attic area to be closer to the ambient temperature of the outside. Okay, today hopefully I answered any questions that might arise on ventilating your house. But if there are any questions, give us a call and I can go over everything further, of course. Thank you.